I'm Stephen Amber and I'm Barbara Klein with Exploration in VOI Special English. Today we explore the clear blue water around each island of the Bahamas to learn about the exciting sport of scuba diving. The word scuba stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Knowing how to dive open up an entry underwater world or coral, fish, and other creature. Join us as we learn the basic of diving. Talk to any expert and say hello to a shark. Image swimming in clear blue water as you look at small, brightly colored fish and the starking shape of coral organisms. The underwater wall is quick expand to the salt of you breathing when you breathe out. You see many things or bubble floating upward toward the surface of the water. Since humans are not designed to see and breathing underwater, scuba diving records several fish cases of important education. Scuba divers must wear a mask in order to be able to see underwater. The mask creates an airspace that protects his eyes and nose. Scuba diving breathes with the help of a regulator, with breathing air to the mouth when they inhale. The regulator is attached to an air tank that is placed on the diver's back. There is an extra regulator called an octavius, which is used in case of emergency situation. Divers also wear BCD or buoy can control divers to control how much they float or sink. A pressure gauge device tells divers how much air is left in the air tank, or a depth computer and calculator how much air is left with a diver depth and the length of time he or she can stay underwater. Divers wear scuba wits on her feet to help them mobility and quick through the water. Many divers also wear wetsuits in order to stay warm underwater. To learn how to use all of this equipment, it helps to go to deep school, become a certificate diver. Diver requires taking 3 series of lessons. New diver must learn about the physics and safety of diving, and they must practice diving skill first in a closed water area and then on actual beginner diver. Several organizations of official diving certification. Scuba diving for fun first became possible with the development of the aqualung by Jacques Cousteau and Emile Guttman in the early 1940s. In the United States, artists in popular magazines about Cousteau and his underwater exploration may to help bring achievement to scuba diving. Because of the cost of the equipment, diving did you not become a widow abyssal sport until year after. Taking diving class and becoming certificate are important for knowing how to dive safely. For example, you need to know how to put a regulator back in your mouth if it falls out underwater, and you need to know how to clear your mask if it's filled with water. There are many other safety issues to consider when diving. For example, when going down different in the water, a diver must be careful to equalize the pressure in his or her ears. This is done by holding the nose and blowing very gently. Others with the extreme pressure from the surrounding water can cause the mouth to the mean they are and sinus. Become pressable stick in a major corner for different. The deeper a lever goes, the more fresher the surrounding water flows, and the volume of the air inside his or her lungs. And the different a depth, the more nitrogen gas goes into the different blood. For safety reasons, a diver must measure the length of his or her dive base in its different so as not to exclude a safe amount of nitrogen absorption. When different race to return to the water surface, they must consult to bearing and raise no faster than the air bubble around them. For very deep divers, they must stop and decompress at certain level. This way, the healthy rivers are in the different look, has them alive. The body before it's explained. If a different raise to the surface to quick, he or she can become extremely ill with the compressed snakes, also known as the band. Another important aspect to diving is having a buddy system. By having a diving partner, you can work over one other and help each other if there is a accident. One important diving rule is to never touch any of the sea leaf. This rule is both a protect the diver and to protect the underwater environment. For example, this is a reason for coral received this name. This is case of coral cause a painful burning feeling if touched. A diver could also be cut by touching a surface of coral. Coral may see hardly stone, but this is actually a very fragile organism. It can be made if diver touch or stand on it. In order for in beautiful color wrap system differentiate them with color. Tito Baldwin. I think everyone takes a different experience away from diving. I think what they love about diving could be the color of the ocean, could be the faithfulness, it could be a gamut of this. Everyone is different. That was Tito Baldwin, a rather different from the Bahamas, who was being diving for also 10 years. He was done everything for diving to export underwater shipware text to this 80-meter deep. I may not surprise you to know Tito Baldwin's favorite page in the world today. Tito Baldwin. Anywhere in the Bahamas, because the Bahamas is probably the most beautiful water. The further south you get away from silification, fast gets down to the flat K. Hosty later in a language where it is untouched by humans. It's just bright green, alive, colorful fish everywhere. You get some pretty good extreme diving. You find got well. UV got good tunnels and caverns. They wax everything you call possible images. We went on a steak dive with Tito Baldwin in an area of the Bahamas called the Ecumas. The difference is known as Banger Reef is just south of Indog Island. The water there was very raw, but once you climb backward of the boat and enter the water, you enter a calm and colorful world. The main purpose of this dive was to see the many Serbian rap-sack that gather in this area. They sack have a rounded and short and big rose ears. They admire the bony fish, a fully grown female, carrying rap-sack measure about 2 to 3 meters. Will a down male measure 1.5 meters or more in length? It's very exciting and a little bit strange diving among the sack. You feel as though you should be afraid even though the sack are not aggressive or the sack you swing around, watching what is going on around them. At Dinger Rap, where we are also many large nose grover and yellow fin grover fish. If you float above the large coral formation, you can examine the smaller creatures swimming in the reef. The bright yellow and purple fish called the fire-based look like small swimming gels. Many kinds of fish swim in and out of the fine coral. acorn coral, and sea vines, which wave gently with the current. Big one, the boat. We asked Tito Belwedi more about the safety of diving with sex. Tito Baldwin, when you get in the water with sex, focal area automatically build because they see Joe, Davis, and all this scary movie, but snakes are just like every other animal in the water. They are a perfect of human being. We were to pit anyway from 5 4 6, and they were just kids of chilling around us like everything else in the water. The group were close to us. These sharks were close to us. The yellow tail were close to us. They kid of curious, and they are more afraid of us than we are of them. There are many other beautiful places around the world to dive. Scuba diving makes rails the listens several of the massive diving sites. These include Bonaire, one of the next Antilles islands of the coast of Venezuela. Here, diver can explore many reefs within a product Maria Park. Diver can even explore the sea creatures that live in around the ship. Hillman Hawker, the 70-meter-long cargo ship sank over 20 years old off the coast of Baja California in Mexico. Diver can see large sea creatures like shark, giant manta ray, and devilfish. Scuba diving Megan is also recommended. The Fiji Island in the South Pacific once. Many divers go hard to see grave wreck sack of hammered shark. In Australia, divers can explore many interesting areas, including the Great Barrier Reef. This is the largest coral reef system in the world, measuring over 2,000 kilometers in length. This extraordinary natural formation offers many exciting dive possibilities. Also in Australia, the so-called diving area of the Rideau Reef is famous for its large potato food fish, and at the Lagos Bumi said divers can swimming with minke kills. Scuba diving in any of the places is an extraordinary experience. This is popular activity allows people to see an expensive and exciting underwater world a new way. This is program was written and produced by Dana Mates. I'm Steve Amber, and I'm Barbara Klein. To see fish tour of a dive in the Bahamas, visit our website. VOI Special English come join us again next week for exploration in VOI in special English.